The film opens airplanes flying over the South China Sea encounter severe turbulence when flying through storms. The storm worsens, damaging the plane and causing Brody to the pilot. I check the video. They learn of Brody's phone calls to Trailblazer and his daughter, and are able to pinpoint the plane's location. Scarsdale, knowing the island's threat and the reluctance of the Philippine government to help, sends a team of private mercenaries to rescue the crew and passengers. In Honolulu, Daniela breaks the news to her that her father's plane has crashed. Brody and Louis arrive at the tower, where Brody manages to contact a Trailblazers agent who doesn't believe him, claiming he received many prank calls about the missing flight. Brody calls Daniela and tries to tell her whereabouts before being attacked by the rebels. Brody fights the man until he can kill him. Further inspection of the building reveals that Brody and Louis were using the area to torture and videotape their victims for ransom. Confirmed. The two rush back to the plane, only to find that Junmar and his henchmen have already arrived there. A Korean woman tried to escape, but one of her rebels shot her. Her husband is then brutally decapitated. While Brody and Louis are hiding, the rebels take everyone hostage. When the rebels leave, to subdue the remaining rebels and learn that Junmar is taking everyone to a nearby village, Brody and Louis decide to follow everyone and save them. As the two head to the village, Junmar begins forcing the hostage to provide her name and country of origin for the ransom video. A mercenary team led by a man named Shelbak Rami Adelka arrives on the island, but no one is near the plane, only the bodies of the scamp officers and stewardess, and a message from Brody. Brody and Louis arrive at the village and kill more rebels before finding and freeing the hostages. Everyone boards the bus while Brody dedicates himself to the rebels in hopes of giving the passengers a chance to escape. Junmar and his men beat him up and prepared to execute him, but a mercenary team arrived and opened fire on the rebels. With the help of Louis and his mercenaries, Brody and his passengers escape. After the fight, Junmar finds his dead brother and finds out what causes him to turn against others in order to be more personal. Passengers and crew return to the plane while Louis and the mercenaries fight off the rebels who have pursued them. Back at the Trailblazers headquarters, the Trailblazers manager Terry Hampton of all Benevictora demands that the plane be left alone, and they are all killed by the rebels. Having found a ransom for the mercenary team, Louis chooses to stay on the island as he has no future left. With most of the first wave of mutineers dead, Brody and Dell scramble to get the plane operational. Jummer attempts to activate the prog on the plane, but Brody lifts it high enough in the air to hit Jummer with the plane's wheels, killing him. The plane is badly damaged, but they are targeting nearby Shiasi Island with one runway. To land safely, everyone at Hook cheers. After everyone gets off safely, Brody sits on the stairs of the plane and calls Daniela to let her know they're home safely.